And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Tunyon's got it on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
2021 wasn't quite the 11-touchdown outburst that we saw from Robert Tonyan the year prior. A torn ACL cost him half his season, and the Packers still believe he can be the impact player he was 2 years ago after his rehab. Pretty impactful play on that one, and it will move the chains.
6-0 our score after one. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Able to find Lazard. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Powers through him.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Jones from 6 yards away. And the Packers have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
The tackle that time by Jonathan Ford.
Let's go, man. It's right here.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw is Brady. Looking deep for Julio. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Brady. And finding the tight end Rudolph.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Getting it out wide here to Bernard.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it.
And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Open man, here is Cobb. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David.
Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
A one-point game through 2 quarters as we get rolling here in this second half.
Takes it at the 7. The Bucs ready to go here to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either, so certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. And finally here in the second half, that got done.
And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Amari Rodgers to return it from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Rodgers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers to throw.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. The kick by Crosby is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
A short kick taken at the 18. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd and 12, Brady.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. Here's Brady to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete.
And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Brady to throw again.
A pass underneath for Fournette. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Up the gut, Fournette. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Fournette once more on 2nd down.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
They'll drop this off for Bernard.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This will get the lead up to 7. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay a 4-point game. This was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the fourth.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
So now Rodgers in the pack. Down 14-10. A little under a minute 50 remaining. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to do.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Rodgers throw into the hands of Cobb.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now Rodgers. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
Charles, what a big drive late in the fourth quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the fourth quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. Two of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Brady. That's complete. Bernard.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Brady to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime. game, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that down?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. To throw is Brady. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. He's going to let it fly.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.